When people think of a serious contender in the midsize luxury sedan class, they may think of the BMW 5 Series or Lexus GS. If you were to look back 15 years ago of Cadillac building a competitive midsize luxury sedan, it would have been a mortification. However, Cadillac vehicles in recent years have been stepping up their game with beautiful cabins, superior driving dynamics, and loads of technology, and the new CTS is no exception. So let's go ahead and check out this 2016 Cadillac CTS and see how it competes in the midsize luxury sedan class. Now, in my opinion, the CTS is one of the best looking midsize luxury sports sedans, and it kind of has like this vampire look to it on the front end, especially when you turn on the vehicle with the LEDs. And it's pretty aggressive looking in my opinion. You also do have these 17-inch bright machined aluminum wheels. Now, not much has changed for the 2016 model year. Essentially, there's a new 3.6 liter V6 with cylinder deactivation and auto start stop. And then also on the Q infotainment system, you get the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. Now here goes the key fob design for the CTS. It's your typical Cadillac smart key. We have your lock, unlock, your remote engine start to release your trunk, and then your panic button too. Our CTS we also have here is the Luxury Collection. Now this color is known as the Radiant Silver Metallic. You also do have smart key access on all four doors of the vehicle. Then the interior is a black leather interior. It's called the Jet Black with the jet black accents. Beautiful. You also do have your power driver's seat with power recline and power lumbar. All right, now stepping inside of the CTS here has pretty ease of ingress and egress. The step-in height is fairly low, and you're greeted with a very beautiful cabin design. It's very impressive. Now you do have push button start. Just put your foot up on the brake and hit the button to start. And what you're hearing there is a 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder. Full leather wrap steering wheel. Coming to your transmission, we have an 8-speed automatic. And when you put the vehicle into reverse, this will display your rear view camera with guidance lines and trajectory. And then you also do have your electronic parking brake located right here. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn on the lights. And then the hazards. All windows are fully automatic in the CTS. Let's go ahead and pop up the hood, check out the engine bay. Heated exterior mirrors with blind spot detection and LED turn signal indicators. Now with this CTS generation that was introduced in the 2014 model year, Cadillac's goal was to make it much more competitive against the German trio of rivals, like the Audi A6, Mercedes-Benz E-Class, and the BMW 5 Series. And it's certainly much more competitive against these vehicles. You have high-intensity discharge headlights with Cadillac's IntelliBeam headlights, LED daytime running lights, and LED turn signal indicators. Now powering the CTS, we have your base powertrain here, which is a 2-liter turbocharged inline 4-cylinder that produces 268 horsepower at 5,600 RPM and 295 pound-feet of torque at 3,000 RPM, with EPA estimates being 21 in the city and 31 on the highway. Now you can go for all-wheel drive if you want, or you can go for a 3.6 liter V6 or a 3.6 liter twin turbo V6. Now this 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder provides enough power, however, it lacks a little bit of refinement. If you're looking for the most power, certainly go with that 3.6 liter twin turbo V6. But this 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder provides pretty good fuel economy actually. Now competitors of the CTS, you have the vehicles in the midsize luxury sedan class. This includes the likes of the Mercedes-Benz E-Class, BMW 5 Series, Audi A6, and the Infiniti Q50. Shark fin antenna. Coming to the rear of the vehicle, you have the vampire looking like LED tail lights. And then a little rear spoiler at the top right there. And you do have rear parking sensors and dual exhaust tips. EPA estimates, like I said, are 21 in the city and 31 on the highway. Total vehicle price, you're looking at $53,180. All of your basic power necessities, power windows, power mirrors, power door locks are located right here. Memory seat settings for 2 people. Now let's go ahead and see how that turbo sounds. Very nice. Now let me tell you, driving the CTS, this vehicle is a whole lot different than what Cadillac used to be 15 or even 10 years ago. They're not the old floaty boaty grandpa cars of yore. This vehicle is actually very engaging to drive and handles exceptionally well. Now the steering is very precise. You can feel for where this vehicle is trying to go, and it's very agile around corners. And the ride quality is still very compliant and very comfortable, what you would expect out of a Cadillac. The 2-liter turbo 4-cylinder provides enough power. However, it's not the most refined powertrain out there. I would certainly go for the 3.6-liter V6. That should satisfy most consumers. Now you do have the automatic start-stop system now. So when the vehicle comes to a stop, the engine will actually shut off to save fuel. And that's one reason why this vehicle earns decent fuel economy numbers. Overall though, the CTS is one of the best vehicles in the midsize luxury sedan class in terms of driving dynamics. Now, as far as build quality and materials go in the CTS, it's excellent. They didn't really skimp out a whole lot here. You have nice soft touch materials up here on the upper door panel, mid door panel. Everywhere you pretty much touch is going to be soft. Up here on the dashboard, it's this nice padded material with nice stitching everywhere. And it's a really nice interior here. It's very lavish, and build quality is excellent. No panel gaps inside of here, nothing like that. I think Cadillac has finally learned their lesson when it comes to build quality. It's not like how it was 10 years ago with very shoddy build quality. This build quality is excellent inside of here. Now, coming to the steering wheel design, love the steering wheel design of newer Cadillacs nowadays. Coming over here, we have your voice recognition and then your cruise control. And then you have your forward collision alert. Then you have your heated steering wheel too, and then your Bluetooth phone controls. Over here we have your steering wheel mounted audio controls. I also forgot to mention that we do have paddle shifters with this 8-speed automatic transmission if you want to shift the vehicle manually. And then the steering wheel also does power tilts and telescope. Nice little feature there, and it has a pretty decent range of adjustment. You have your intermittent windshield wipers. Up here we have your auto dimming rearview mirror, your OnStar with SOS Safety Connect, LED map lights, your sunroof. Then you have your garage home link right here. As far as visibility goes in the vehicle, visibility is excellent. Lots of glass area all around, and it's very easy to see out of the rear. Seeing out of the windshield is pretty easy too. Overall visibility is pretty good. As far as seating comfort goes, I found these seats to be just a little too firm. I was actually pretty surprised. I think the most comfortable seats in the segment will be in the Lexus GS. Those seats are very comfortable, but these seats provide a decent amount of support on the side bolsters, and thigh support is okay too. Headrests are coming down here. Plush. This is where you will find your dual cup holders. What's actually pretty cool is that you have an electronic lid. It's pretty cool in my opinion. Then right here you have your 12-volt power outlet with a little storage pocket. And coming to the center console, not much center console storage, but you will find 2 USB ports, an auxiliary input, and a 12-volt power outlet. Now coming to the climate controls, I love the simple and clean looking layout. However, we do have touch sensitive buttons and they're not calibrated all that great. And it can be kind of finicky to use, especially on a daily basis. But you do have dual zone automatic climate control. You have your temperatures on the side right here, fan speeds, front window defroster, rear window defroster, your cycling mode, heated seats, and your ventilated front seats for the driver and the passenger. But the best part about these climate controls is that it's a very simple and clean cut looking layout. Now coming right here, you have this lid that opens up, and then it reveals your little storage pocket and then your USB port. And it's a nice little feature if you want to impress your friends. Now coming to the Cadillac CUE system. Now we've seen this system many times here before, and it's certainly not the best interface in the business. It can be finicky to use, but the responsiveness has gotten a lot better with time. This system was introduced around the 2012-2013 model year. Coming to your different media sources, we have your auxiliary input, and then you also do have Bluetooth streaming audio, USB port with iPod integration, all that good stuff. And then you have your radio, AM, FM, and then XM satellite radio, all of the norm here. And then I love how they have like a little home screen button right here, which helps out when you just want to get straight back to the home screen. Coming to phone, hook up your Bluetooth phone, have all of your contacts start on here, have an integrated dial pad. You can view your voicemail too, which is pretty cool. Let's go ahead and test out the voice recognition on the CUE system.
Command, please.
Tune to 101.1 FM.
101.1 FM, correct?
Yes. The voice recognition is actually pretty darn good on the Cadillac CUE system. And then you have the projection, but you have to have a USB device connected. All GM vehicles have that projection feature now. Coming to nav over here, the navigation system is okay. The map quality is okay. You have 3D rendering of buildings. You can enter in your destination by voice or manually. And I love how you can swipe like this. Coming to settings, you can change many different settings from the time and the date, language, valet mode, radio, voice, and then also, like I said earlier in the video, you have the Apple CarPlay and Android Auto now. So basically you can hook up your iPhone and integrate it onto the system, which is pretty cool. And then right here you have your Pandora internet radio. You have to have a data connection, however, of course. You can control your climate from here if you don't want to do it by the buttons down here. Then you have your weather, gives you a forecast, 5-day. Then you could change the location if you want. I love how you could swipe like this between the different menus. You have your SMS text messaging function for your phone, OnStar, and then your live traffic gives you all the traffic incidents. So overall, the Cadillac CUE system has certainly gotten better over the years, but it's still not the best infotainment system in the business. Now over here we have your lane departure alert, and then right here you can open up your glove box by pressing on this button, and then you have your parking sensors button right there too. Now coming to the gauges in the instrument cluster, we have full instrumentation for the gauges, of course. On the left you have your tachometer, In the center, you will find your speedometer, and then you have your digital speedometer down there. On the right, you have your coolant temperature and your fuel gauge. I really do love the blue illumination around the gauges too, which is nice. Now, coming to that little screen right there, it's your information center, and it's controlled by this button right here. And basically, you can view all of your vehicle information from your fuel economy to what radio station is playing or what song is playing. You could change your different media source from here too. Then you have your direction of travel. And then right here you have your digital speedometer. Then you have your phone if you have a phone connected. And then you could change different settings on this little screen right here too. You have your vehicle odometer right there. And then it gives you your tire pressure monitoring, your engine boost, oil life percentage, battery voltage, and then your direction of travel again, all that good stuff. Overall, this little screen is pretty useful and it shows a lot of vehicle information. All right, and let's go ahead and shut down the CTS. Let's go ahead and check out the rest of the vehicle. Build quality and materials do follow through in the rear back here. Still nice stitching on the upper door panel, armrest is soft touch, and the mid door panel. Now sitting back here, it's not the most spacious rear seat accommodations in the midsize luxury sedan class. However, the seats themselves are pretty comfortable, they're pretty supportive. You do have dual map pockets back here, rear air vents, a little storage cubby, and then you'll find your 12-volt power outlet and a little storage compartment right there. The center tunnel right here does intrude on passenger space quite a bit, and 2 adults should fit comfortably back here. However, 3 adults is probably pushing it. You do have a little storage compartment right here on the rear center armrest, and then you'll find cup holders too. And then you have rear adjustable headrests, but not for the middle seat. All right. Love how the trunk opens up all the way for you. The trunk is actually kind of smallish in the CTS, to be honest. You do have a ski trunk pass-through, however. Full powered passenger seat with power recline and power lumbar. Glove box compartment. So the Cadillac CTS is certainly an excellent choice for a mid-size luxury sedan with its beautiful interior design, loads of technology, its sharp and angular styling, and its potent powertrains. So remember that this is Cameron Birch from Cameron's Car Reviews.